What is up? Thank you for watching the Crypto SA channel again. My name is Jose and I'm back here to talk about Bitcoin. Let's start here with our long-term trend lines that I showed you so many times, and let's get a closer look here to how we're doing at this moment after this very nice, some people would say bullish wick here down below the white line. We're trying to cross above it again, and we need to understand there's like a resistance. Although there was like a weekly support, there's a resistance here in the EMA to come, right? And let's go right through it with this descending broadening wedge that we've been watching as well, and the resistances and supports that we have. First on the daily, this is our daily support here around the $59,100, $200. The weekly support and resistance regions that I'm going to cross lines instead. So these are the regions here for the weekly, and the reason why I'm doing this instead is that so then we're above the weekly support here, not to be bearish. So below the $55.7 thousand range we would be here on Bitcoin bearish on the mid long term. And as you have like a stochastic here crossing down but close to the oversold area, there's some possibility left for like an upthrust here on the price. And we need to understand as well that, and this is the monthly, just so you know, and on the monthly, I'll head back to the weekly in a second. Here on the monthly, we have like lower lows, and we're below the monthly, which means the long-term bullish area. We're going to be below the bullish area as long as we're below the $65.8 thousand range. So below 65.8, we're not bullish at all. Okay, so this is something to consider, and for a couple of reasons, including the fact that we're still gonna be below the EMA here on the weekly. And to be actually bullish on the weekly as well, we would have to have a price even a little further up at the $77,000 range, right? So it's way above where we were at this moment, 77,089. So yeah, we're not bullish for mid long term, not even the mid long term, right? So that being said, let's head to the daily. And on the daily, it's not that bad on the daily here, because we were bullish. Bearish, sorry, we were bearish. So here it was a very good buying opportunity here if we keep going further up, at least towards this region here that would be our natural next strong resistance area. And this area would be around what? Let's oops, no, I didn't like this line there. I'll put it here so that I can draw 753, and I'll draw it on the orange. So coincidentally or not, this next attempt of being bullish in the midterm is around the top of our actually top line here, top trend line of our descending broadening wedge, which makes it not only possible but gives a strong probability, in spite of what we heard here today on the American economy, the cooling down of inflation, that we might come here to try to retest this area here, the $70,000 range. Okay, and this is going to be strengthened if we stay above, if we close above in 2.5 hours, we close above this white trend line that comes all the way back from the beginning of Bitcoin's history. Okay, so these are some data to have a look at and to consider, and we're still gonna have this $62.3 thousand range as resistance. This is a monthly resistance, so we first need to flip above this gray block to be able to come here towards the weekly bullish resistance. Not bullish, the weekly. This is the weekly EMA. To then try to come here above these lines that come all the way from the beginning of Bitcoin's history as well, and the descending broadening wedge resistance line on the top. So there's a long way up, so that we're actually bullish. We're still not bullish in here. We would be bullish all the way up here at the $70,000 range. Okay, and just so we see how things are going Fibonacci wise, then we're crossing above the golden pocket area here, which is good, right? So we might and we actually see that how the lines are accurate. We're pretty much opening a 4-hourly candle here above the line, and it's all above the golden pocket zone as well, which is all good, right? It makes me think, although we're not making any specific bearish divergence or even bullish divergence in itself, that we might come to retest here this 883 region here, the 64.1, right, which is within the long-term resistance zone, which is all good as well. You need to try to break through these zones by going towards them, and we're being successful so far. We have the 786 here, almost as always, with the confluence here of the zone, the lower zone. So if we're below the 786, we're still kind of bearish, although we're locally not that bearish anymore. I mean, the 1 hourly, which is the short term, is trying to get bullish, which is possible. This could be like a mini bull flag, right? And we should consider all these stances. Yeah, you see here, there's a support on the white line that had a confluence with the golden pocket zone as well. So we're doing good, right? And just so we make sure we're doing actually good, let's see what happened with the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones flipped above the 382 here. My goal might come retest. We had the bottom of a channel. We might come retest here the golden pocket zone as well in the midline of this ascending channel. We have the Nasdaq doing the same thing. We held support here at the lower line of the ascending channel. We might come to retest here this golden pocket zone, even if it is to make like a double top. There's this possibility as well. The S&P 500 isn't the same kind of thing, but the S&P was better than the Nasdaq and the Dow, and we're already above the midline, or retesting this midline, and there's the golden pocket zone as well. So I mean, what about the dollar? DXY going down. So yeah, they seem to be going towards the at least like a weekly bullish week. Of course, we have data to come out tomorrow and on Thursday, so this might all change. But so far, I hope these regions that we pointed out are good enough for you guys to make decisions on what to do with your money, at least for the midterm. Because I mean, so far we're holding this descending broadening wedge pretty well, and there's like really good confluences here. The 382 with the lower with the higher area here of the bearish zone on the weekly. This is very good. That means that we're pretty much rejecting the bearishness for the mid-long term. The ascending movement towards the monthly resistance and also the weekly resistance, and maybe towards the midterm, the daily resistance, the midterm bullish resistance, and who knows, even the mid-long term bullish resistance as well. This is long-term bullish resistance, you know. So there's room for that. And just to finish this video here with projections, we have two specific projections here that could be done like here. Let's just pretend this is the point of the breakout, or even here if you want to go a little, I mean, if you want to be more bullish, then you could. Then you have like these two projections here for the breakout of this descending broadening wedge, right? And that being said, one of them is $94,000. I'm not saying these are like, this is more probably, like most probably my target if we get this bullish. And do I think we're going into a recession? Yes, I do think so. But does that mean that the recession is going to show up from one day to the other? No, it doesn't. And that being said, this could be the blow off top so that we get into the recession after this blow off top with the rate cuts beginning in September in the United States. Okay, so you could have like a bullish month to come. And well, that being said, that was all for today, and I hope you'll enjoy the content. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want, join our Telegram channel that is in Portuguese, but you can use translators, and just ask me, that I'm most of the person that posts there, how to get into the premium VIP channel for signals on longs and shorts for the market. I hope you see you next. Thank you.